Okay guys, it's 2020, and if you haven't picked up a robot vacuum, now is your chance. I have teamed up with Yeedi, and they sent me over their K600 model vacuum, and this comes in normally at $199, but you can clip that coupon to get an early bird special price of $139.99. Now, I've been using this for a while, and this thing is a fantastic buy. It has two modes. You can use it in regular mode or in turbo mode. It's going to get down deeper and get some of that pet hair and things like that out of your carpets. It'll also work on hard surfaces like hardwood floors or linoleum. It's got an auto mode, a spot mode, and an edge mode. It will go under some of your furniture. It doesn't fit under my couch. It doesn't have tall legs like that, but it goes under my bed and many of my other furniture items. And it has a super long runtime of 110 minutes. So don't forget to click that $60 coupon if you guys want to get the best savings, and I will have a link down in the description where you guys can pick this up. Okay, so here's a quick demo for you guys. My daughter is constantly tearing out like her notebook paper, and this is those little shreds of paper that stuck to your binder, or not your binder, your rings from your notebooks. And I didn't want to throw a bunch of crap on my carpet because we just got new carpet 2 weeks ago, so I didn't want to smash in a bunch of coffee grinds and stuff like that. So this was the first thing that I thought that actually I just had to clean up from my floor. So I went and reenacted that kind of again and put it on spot mode. And you can see it starts in the middle and it slowly works its way out. And it actually did a really good job of picking these up, which honestly, this was kind of a bad thing for me to pick because they're kind of like all gnarly on the edges and they kind of stick to the carpet. But I think this actually demonstrated really well that it does pick them up quite well. And I did have one that it kind of didn't want to pick up. So what I did was I took my hand and used the remote control and manually pushed this just like you would a remote control car. Now, this is my third or fourth robot vacuum, and I've never had one that worked so well that was just very intuitive. You could push left, right, up, down, and go exactly where you wanted to go. Some of them have been like completely backwards, like you press forward and it goes backwards, and you press left and it goes right, and they get so confusing. I've never been able to use this mode where I could just walk over, or not walk, but drive it over to a spot and clean it up just like that. So this is great for that. It's a very no-frills model, but it has all the basics that you're going to need. So let's take a look at how this kind of works. Here I'm going to remove the dustbin, and there's two little clips here that you can pop this out if you want to clean your roller, or you can also replace them. You can see mine's already got like lots of strings and hair. I have really long hair, and that's a constant battle with any vacuum. So it's really easy to take that out and cut those off when you need to. Here is the dustbin collector, and I don't want to open it that direction. Flip it over here. You can see the top has a little access port for your filter, and look at all that nasty stuff. Here you have a removable filter which you can clean, get all that gunk out of there, wash it off, let it dry out, and stick it back in. And yeah, it's not focusing on this, but you guys get the point. All that's really easy to do and easy to set up, and you don't have to clean it out every time. You can usually vacuum a few times before you need to change it over. Some other things you need to know is this is a no-frills basic model. If you do have a room you don't want it to go into, you're going to have to shut a door or set up some kind of a barrier, because mine will just go right over my threshold and go into my bedroom and start cleaning that carpet. So that's just one thing you want to know, since there's no kind of virtual walls. But if you do have two rooms side by side, considering it has this long battery life, it can go in and start cleaning that room for you as well. Once the battery begins to deplete, it will send a message to itself to go home and dock. I've pulled this out from underneath my TV cabinet just so you can see what happens, but it slowly lines itself up and heads right over to its cradle and begins charging itself. One thing to keep in mind is always watch for anything like cords or little things that can get stuck on this, because if you leave and it continues vacuuming, sometimes things can really get caught up in there and it takes a while before they stop. At this price point, I think this is an amazing buy. If you have limited mobility, or someone who doesn't want to haul around a vacuum from room to room, or just someone who wants to keep up with your pet hair on a daily basis, and you know you have a busy schedule and can't do it as often, this is a great buy. The only thing I can possibly say that ever happened that I would even almost say was a negative is it did get stuck under this bench, but that happens with robot vacuums, so I always like to be around whenever they're going so I can hear and stop it and move it. It may have eventually worked its way out, but that's the only possible thing I could even find to complain about, if you would call it a complaint. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys want to pick one of these up, again, that link will be down in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.